Anyway, let's go out there and check in with the number 51 super late model. Sam Howlett got the job done just a couple of weeks ago. What's going on, Sam? How are you?
I've been pretty good. I just got back from Austin, Texas last weekend. That was a ball and a half.
Yeah?
But
Yeah. What were you doing there? Were you out there for work or what were you doing?
go hang out with some friends. Went to go see an event and just go out to have fun.
Yeah, good. Good for you. Hot as hell, I bet.
Hot and humid. It was a bit brutal,
Yeah.
but we made it through.
Just like Saskatoon. I've been out in your neck of the woods there where it gets pretty darn hot out on the prairies there. You can get hot at the racetrack.
It gets toasty every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, hey, you're a red hot shoe out there in that 51 car. I can see it sitting behind you. Beautiful looking race car. What's underneath that skin? What is that car?
It's a Pathfinder chassis. I think it's chassis 486 with the 604 crate, and it's one of the fastest machines out on the track.
Gotta love it. Sam, where did you get your start in racing? Was it right at Sutherland Automotive Speedway?
Yeah, it was 2015 or 2016. I started racing Bandolero at Sutherland Automotive, and I've been going steady at it. I moved up after, I think it was like 6 years in Bandolero. I moved up to what we call sportsman, or I guess it's super stock now. It's basically NASCAR Canada Series cars, like the old cars.
Mm-hmm.
Raced for a few years in that, was pretty successful in that, and then I made my move to Pro Late.
Yeah. And what a move, right? You're up there racing against veterans like Trent Seidel and well, there's so many good guys. And Matthew Shirley, hey, we can put him in the veteran category. Matthew's been running quite a few years, and of course Jimmy Gaunt, he's another one. How do you like running against those? Let's call them older guys.
It's fun. It can be quite competitive sometimes. Stick your elbows out, rub the doors, and just fight for those wins sometimes.
As a young driver, tell me, when you first got in that 51, did it feel kind of surreal going up against some of those iconic names that you have seen all your life, really?
Not really. I try to not think about that stuff. When I get behind the wheel of the car, I flick my brain off. I just drive, and I try to not let anything outside affect me.
Yeah, no outside influence. You just focus in on the task at hand. I know your dad, Rob, there. He's been in the sport a long time. He and Mr. Shirley go way back in the day. So the pedigree is there. Where do you aspire to be? Is super late model racing that you're doing now, is that going to satisfy you? You're going to do that? You'll get your full-time job and your gig, and you're going to do that and continue to race? Or are you one of the young guys that is looking up and saying, hey, I'd like to go try an Arca Menards race, or yeah, I'd like to be in the truck one day, and yeah, I'd like to be in Cup?
I I would like to be in NASCAR someday. I think we're trying to work towards doing a few Canada Super Series or NASCAR Canada Series races. But I think NASCAR race in the U.S., I think that door closed a long time ago. It's getting too expensive to get into one of those cars.
I get you. Yeah. And, you know, it's definitely more expensive each and every day that goes by. You know, we're still seeing some guys that will, prize pool that money and go down there. I think of drivers, let's take Cameron Haley, for instance. You've seen Cameron out your way. He is out of Calgary. Raced for, 2-3 years in the truck series, did it competitively. And, you know, when it was time to go on to the next step, it was one that, he definitely had the talent to go do it. But in today's environment, you got to have the money and the talent to go on, and it just doesn't quite make sense. I can't think of a Toronto Blue Jay that can hit a decent number of home runs that has to come into the game with a boatload of money to go hit the home run. I just can't figure that out.
Yeah, it's a shame really to see. There's just too many pay drivers nowadays, and it's kind of ruining the sport.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough end of it, and that's what I love so much about short track racing. You got it on a level right now where talent, yeah, and funding, you got to have the money to do this, but really the talent outweighs the money at this level, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're on the more budget end of racing, and you can definitely see that talent shine through a lot more.
Well, I got to be a little bit greedy here and say I look forward to the day that we see you in NASCAR Canada. There's nothing wrong with that being the upper level or the high watermark, if you will, as a competitor here in Canada, to one day make it into that and ride. That would be kind of cool. They're doing a good enough job, I think, right now in moving the ball down the field, where Canada now is starting to have a premier series that guys can shoot for and be satisfied with making it to that level and doing that as a career. I look at guys like DJ Kennington, Andrew Ranger. There's so many guys right now, LP Dumoulin. Those are all career guys that are NASCAR Canada, and they are quite comfortable in those positions and very, very happy where they are. They got their work cut out to make it all work and to earn a living, but they're doing it.
Yeah, it's quite awesome to see, really. Like, there's just something special about it. I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's cool stuff. So, how's the season been? You had the win in the 150 here a couple of weeks ago. Have you been out since?
No, I think I got a race this upcoming weekend, and I think a Tuesday night race after that before the NASCAR race on Wednesday.
Right on. Are you going to be involved with any team when the circus comes to town? Are you going to try and jump on one of those teams and maybe get a little better understanding of it or be part of it?
Sadly, no. I don't think it's in the cards right now.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, those teams coming across, they're all looking for help when they get to Saskatoon. I wouldn't doubt you'd be able to pick up a job and learn a couple of things. That'd be kind of cool.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah, and you as a guy that has gone to victory lane at that racetrack, I think you could pretty well sit down and name the driver you want to talk to. They'd be there to pick your brain about that speedway, to know all the little nuances of Sutherland Automotive Speedway, because there's got to be a boatload of little nuances that those guys don't know that you know all too well that could shed some light on what they're about to go do. Have you got any tips for any of those guys?
Trying to think. It's hard to say what the expert should do, but I think generally you gotta focusing hard on corner exit speed. That's where all the speed is at Sutherland Automotive.
Yeah.
I see guys all the time. They're throwing it in, and you can squeeze out a couple fast laps like that, but you're not going to have any good race pace when you're just doing that. The ticket, you got to have good exit speed at our track.
See, now that is a tip that most guys wouldn't know, but you as a guy that's gone to victory lane there, if you concentrate on center off, is better than concentrating on the way into the turn.
The entry, it helps to pass cars, or it helps to set up passes for cars, but you're not going to be completing them going in.
Oh, that's cool. Where do you make all your passes? Like, do you have a specific spot that you make your passes in the 51? Are you good on exit of 2, or does it matter?
During the 150, it was coming out of 2 was my strong point, but generally it's coming out of 2 and coming out of 4 is where I do most of the magic.
Down low, up high? Whereabouts are you on the track?
If my car is handling good, I can be either or. It doesn't affect me too much.
So there's 2 lines at that speedway. You can some nights run up top and stay up there, or other nights you're down low.
Yeah, if I have a good running car that weekend, I can throw it on the outside and pass people like it's no problem. But sometimes, like opening day, for example, there was some water seeping through the track surface on the high line, so I had to run that bottom line pretty hard during that race.
Oh yeah, you'd have to hang on down there. You don't want to touch water when you're on slicks, right?
Yeah, as soon as you touch that water, your car goes way up in the corner and it's over for you.
Sam, how about track position at that speedway? Is it all the rage? Do you really have to have track position if you think you're going to do well in the race? Or, say in a 100-lap race, are you concerned with track position on qualifying?
I think during the 50-lap local races, track positioning matters a lot. If you're a fast car starting near the front, you're pretty likely to leave the field and just drive off with the win. But with those 150-lap races, you got time to work with. You can make some magic happen, and you can come up and pass the leader.
Yeah, good stuff. How about when the sun goes down? A lot of racetracks, soon as the sun goes down, man, the track tightens up big time. How about at Sutherland Automotive Speedway? When the sun's gone, what happens?
It tightens up a little bit, but it's nothing too drastic. The track stays pretty consistent throughout the day.
Oh, that's cool to know. I know when I was out there calling an RS1 race, I was doing it alongside Dave, one of your announcers there. I believe his name was Dave. The lead announcer. Anyway, he was saying this track rubbers up, and when it rubbers up, that outside lane is as good as the bottom all day long.
Yeah, that outside lane, you gotta go for it. You can't be scared to use it. And if you have a good car, it's real easy to pass people on the outside at our track.
Oh, cool. Well, we'll be watching for it. Sponsorship on that 51. Who you got along?
I got Weldcore, Starosta Trucking, Sastube Media Group, Purple Touch Designs, BDS Flooring Installation, got Gregland Farm, Howlett Construction, and I think that's all of them.
Yeah, well, good for you. Social media, are you on that, Sam?
Yeah, I think our tags are Howlett Racing. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. But yeah, come check it out. We post. I'm not sure how often we've been posting recently, but you'll see some of us every once in a while.
Good. I'll be sure to check it out and follow along. Final question for you. Team members. No driver is any good without a team behind him. Who have you got on your race team?
I got a late model veteran from our track, Tom Van Gool, great guy. Got Doug and Ryan Kubica, some of the best tire guys around. Gary Lanzer, he's always sharp. He's always watching the car on the track. He knows exactly what's going to happen and what changes to make. Got my dad, Rob Howlett, my brother, Justin, and yeah, some of the best guys in a 1,000-mile radius working on my car.
Awesome stuff. That's how you make it to victory lane. It's all about the people. Sam, it sounds like you're dialed in, and I'm sure we'll see you back here on Racetime Radio in that winner's circle once again. This has been great, buddy.
Yeah, it's been awesome to talk to you.
Well, thanks so much for the time tonight on Racetime.
Yeah, no worries. I'll see you around sometime soon, maybe.
That sounds good. You get out to that NASCAR Canada race. Teach those guys.
I'll try. I'll try. I'll see if I can make some magic happen.
You will. I can guarantee it. That's Sam Howlett right there.